What's up guys, it's Pop, aka Pop Visuals. I'm starting a new type of content on my YouTube page. Just want to talk to you guys about my creative process and break down how I shot. My most recent music video is by an artist, Space Jam. The song is called Presley. And yeah, we shot this about 2-3 months ago now. And I'm just going to break down the process on what my vision was for the video, how I shot it, the creative process. Mostly going to be talking about how I shoot run and gun music videos and excelled in this run and gun style of music video. We started the shoot at a creative studio called Cure in Montreal. Space Jam actually took a train out the night before to Montreal just to make this music video happen. You know, he saw the vision, he saw my page, he knew that I was the one to make it happen. So we linked up and shot the video in one day. One day, couple locations, and you make a music video happen out of that. If I really think about it, this music video was shot at 2 locations only. The reason I chose this studio was because I wanted to go for a very slow intro. There's a long 40-second intro to the song, and I wanted to have these like strobe lights, but not strobe. I wanted it to be like pulsating, like white, in and out of white, right? I really wanted that pulsating effect, and I also really like this studio had overhead lighting, kind of like I got this this lamp over here. It provides a nice, it was just the effect that I had in mind, really. I just had this idea in my head of this white studio with overhead lighting, and I found it in my city, which was a blessing. We made it happen with that studio. At the bass drop, I really wanted it to go into a strobe light effect, so like flashing, almost lightning, right? We used the iPad that came at the studio to control the lights, different effects and different moods, and really time it up exactly the song, because I didn't want to do 2 takes. I wanted to do everything in 1 take. So at the bass drop, each take of the song that we were filming, I'd have my friend Nick doing behind the scenes and helping me out at the shoot with the iPad, etc. While I'm behind the camera, he was on the iPad controlling the lights. I shot on tripod a lot because I wanted it to be like cinematic. I think just when you shoot on a tripod, you offer more time to relax and take in the environment, and I really wanted this like wide open white space to be felt and make it feel like desolate, you know? So I think shooting on tripod helps you have like a calm and lets you compose the image better, frame it better, etc. That's how they do it in movies, so I try to bring that energy into music videos.
If it's about cash, I need it. If it's about cash, I'm feeling it. Travel out case, I beat it. That's because I be driving too fast. That Mercedes be switching the lanes, I'm winning. The bitch I can never crash. If I see the lights and we dirty, win. Walk around, we do.
I also did a couple handheld tricks. I do multiple takes of each one. I don't really rely on just one. I'll shoot 1 take in 24 frames per second, another take in 60, and another in 120. That way when I'm editing, I have all types of footage to use. I have slow shutter, different slow motion speeds, the motion blur from 24 FPS. I like having all of those options available at my disposal when I'm editing. So sometimes, you know, my shoots will take a bit longer than a regular run and gun shoot, but I think it's worth it because that way I have more flexibility in the edit. So, you know, sometimes it's awkward. You gotta ask the artist to do another take when they just did it. They might be tired, so you gotta, like, you know, work with them too, but they might be tired and you'll tell them, listen, we gotta do one more. And if they're about the creative process, they're gonna do another one with you, you know? And that's respect. But yeah, do a lot of takes. I think it's better to overshoot than to undershoot. I'd rather not use a bunch of footage than have to like finesse the editing with small little tricks and small little B-rolls and stretch out slow-mo. I wanna have it all at the shoot, so yeah.
If I see the lights and we dirty, win. Walk around, we doing it dash. How about a flex on a nigga? How about a flex on a bitch? Get money like me.
Oh yeah, let me touch on that, that like, almost like that mirror shot basically. This mirrored shot right here is basically just a tripod shot that I used the mirror effect in Premiere Pro to mirror it and make it look like he's rapping to himself. This provided a really cool effect, made it look almost like some like Roman imagery, which is the vibe that I was going for. And yeah, I just wanted to touch on that.
BB swimming, I'm shining. I got that lot in my backseat. I protect my money like a vaccine. If it's about my money, they don't test me. Get on the stage and they love me like Presley. I heard your track and that shit don't impress me. I'm the best in my city. I can't stop till they offer me.
We're gonna go outside now, shoot at the Light Festival in Place des Arbres. Gonna be a bunch of sick outside things. The festival ends tonight, so we're gonna just profit of like the free LED sets. and this is when the real run and gun energy came in. It was snowing that day, and it was cold as a outside. Like, it was freezing outside, and shooting outside was not fun that day. It was probably 20 degrees earlier that week, but on the weekend that we shot, it happened to be snowing. So, you know, Canadian weather makes no sense. But as a videographer, I took this opportunity and I was like, okay, that's a free LED studio. So we got really lucky to be able to get those scenes. So there was a couple cool sets. There was a tornado type of set that was a light in a tornado shape, and it was just lighting up in different colors, providing a really very cool effect. Very unique, you know? Montreal is a great city for having unique artistic events that you can profit of as a videographer. You know, the city's constantly changing, so that's one thing I really like about this city. Another set that we used was the squares that are kind of like these like hallway type of thing, where it was also LED sets, and we had Space Jam walk through it and spin around it and stuff, and that looked really cool on camera. Another one was these giant spike balls with like spikes coming out, and then LEDs that were synced up around them, and they were going RGB, they were going black and white colors, they were doing every type of color, every type of strobe effect. So I used this opportunity to make it look like another set. So all in one location, I was able to make it look like a bunch of different places, you know? We shot at the Coliseum, at the Spike Ball, at the Tornado, and the hallway, at the Spotlight, and all these spots, that's 5 spots that were all within 30-second walk of each other, but look like completely different sections of the city, which I definitely benefited because the shoot was very fast and it was cold outside. We wanted to get this done ASAP.
She wanna, and I bet she gon' do what she wanna. When you get catch, everything is a problem. But there ain't shit I can't handle. Space Jam done made another anthem. Space Jam done made a banger. The call is my money, you know I'ma answer. If it ain't, you know I'ma hang up.
Oh, there's one other location. The Spotlight location was very hard to shoot because the Spotlight was moving around in different places. So I tried to have Space Jam like walk and follow it, but he couldn't predict it. That was very hard. It was something I was trying that kind of half worked, kind of half didn't, but in the video, as you'll see, it came out pretty cool. It came out pretty cool for some like short segments to make it look like an extra location. Honestly, that's as far as the shoot went. There was not much else to touch on because it was a very fast run and gun shoot. It was 2 locations, but we made it feel like 7. Let me break down the edit for you guys right now. So just to break down the edit a little bit on what I did in this music video, basically I knew that I wanted a lot of like fast rewinding type effects. I think that really looks cool when I'm shooting a music video, so I like incorporating a lot of that. And I really didn't go heavy on VFX at all. My vision for this was very clean, maybe some flickerings and some clean transitions to clean up the whole video. But as far as that, I didn't really do any VFX, maybe some blur effects or some black and white effects, but nothing crazy. I don't really think it's anything I'm gonna touch on in this video. I don't think that's where my style comes from. My style comes from how I shoot videos, but also how I cut them and sequence them together, which I'm not gonna touch on in this video because that's for another time. Maybe a more in-depth editing tutorial on how to cut videos like me, how to cut like pop. I use After Effects and Premiere Pro to make all of my music videos. I color graded it in Premiere Pro. Yeah, nothing really to touch on the edit, honestly. I think you guys can wait to see more on my editing style. I really want to focus these videos on the shooting aspect of the video. So to conclude this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone watching this video. I'm not expecting a lot of views, but hey, you never know. I'm gonna be making these more often. Maybe try out some new type of content. I'm just trying new stuff. I don't think you can progress without trying new things and taking the risk. I heard a Jim Carrey quote where he said, you can fail at what you don't want to do. So you might as well fail at what you want to do. Alright, well, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be breaking down the production side of music videos and run and gun videos, and maybe some editing tutorials in the future. But yeah, stay tuned, and thank you for watching.